Hello, young learners. Welcome to the channel After School. Today we are off on an amazing adventure using nothing but building blocks and imagination. We are exploring the beautiful poem Block City by Robert Louis Stevenson. So open your books to page 12 and let's dive into this creative world together. Let's read the poem Block City, and after each line or two, I'll explain what it means. Ready? Let's begin. Stanza 1. What are you able to build with your blocks? The speaker asks what we can build using toy blocks, a question that sparks imagination. Castles and palaces, temples and docks. Children can build grand structures like castles, temples, and even ship docks with blocks. Rain may keep raining and others go roam. Even if it's raining and other people are outside, it means wandering around. But I can be happy and building at home. So the speaker is perfectly happy building at home with blocks. Now let's look at the word meaning. Roam means to wander or to go about aimlessly. Stanza 2. Let the sofa be mountains, the carpet be sea. Now here the child imagines the sofa as mountains and the carpet as the sea. There I'll establish a city for me. Right there the child decides to build their own imaginary city. Meaning of establish means to create or to build something. A kirk and a mill and a palace beside. The city will have a kirk, which means a church, a mill where grain is ground, and a palace too. Meaning of kirk, it's a Scottish word for church. Mill means a building where grain is crushed to make flour. And a harbour as well, where my vessels may ride. And there will also be a harbour where vessels, ships or boats can stay. Harbour means a safe place for ships and vessels means large boats or ships. Now let's move on to the third stanza. Great is the palace with pillar and wall. That means the palace built with blocks is grand with tall pillars and walls. A sort of a tower on top of it all. It even has a tower at the top. And steps coming down in an orderly way. There are neat, orderly steps coming down the palace. To where my toy vessels lie safe in the bay. And the steps lead down to the bay where the toy ships are resting. Meaning of bay means a curved part of the coast where ships can rest. Okay? Coming to stanza 4. This one is sailing and that one is moored. Now one ship is sailing and the other is moored, tied up or anchored. Moored means tied or anchored safely. Hark to the song of the sailors on board. Listen, you can hear the sailors singing on the ship. Hark means to listen carefully. And see on the steps of my palace the kings coming and going with presents and things. The kings are climbing up and down the palace steps, bringing gifts and treasures. Isn't it amazing how the child creates an entire world using just blocks and imagination? The poem shows how powerful creativity can be, even on a rainy day indoors. So now let's quickly review the new words we learned from the poem. Roam means to wander or go about. Establish, build or create. Kirk means church. It is a Scottish word. Mill means a place where grain is ground. Harbour means safe place on coast for ships. Vessels means boats or ships. Bay refers to coastal water inlet. Moored, tied or anchored. Hark means to listen carefully. You can pause the video and note them down. Now let's answer the questions from page 13 together. Who is the speaker in the poem? What is he or she doing? So the speaker in the poem is a young child. And what is he doing? He is building an imaginary city with blocks and other toys. Next question. What are some of the things which the speaker can build with blocks? So it is clearly mentioned in the poem that speaker can build castles, palaces, temples and docks with blocks. Third question. How does the speaker describe the stairs of the tower? So I hope you remember. The speaker describes the stairs of the tower to be coming down in an orderly way to his imaginary bay. He also imagines kings coming and going on these stairs with various presents. Presents means gifts. Fourth question. Describe some of the sights and sounds at the harbor of the block city. So what kind of sounds are there? Some of them are sailing, while some are moored. The song of the sailors on board these vessels can also be heard. Who are some of the people seen at the harbor? What do they do? So, who are seen at the harbor? Sailors. On board toy sailing vessels. They are singing songs. This is what they are doing. Now, let's move on. Now we have a question where you have to pick out two rhyming words from the poem for each word given in the table. Now let's find rhyming words from the poem and add one of our own. For example, B. Try to come up with your own also. From the poem, for B we have C and me. New word is T. Side, ride, beside. And new word is tide. Very simple. In the same way, for tall, we have wall and all from the poem, and call is the new word. For lay, bay, way, and sway can be the new word. You can write your own as well. For rings, we have kings, things, and new word can be brings. Try coming up with your own words and comment them below. Coming to the next question. This is one word substitution. Now let's solve this vocabulary worksheet. Rewrite the sentences by replacing the underlined phrases with words from the box. So you have to choose the word from the box for the underlined phrases. Alright, first is, can we go to the place where bread and cakes are made for breakfast today? Can you guess which is the place where bread and cakes are made? Yes, it's a bakery. So you can rewrite by just replacing the underlined phrases with bakery. Can we go to the bakery for breakfast today? Question number 2. Our school organized a trip to the building where collections of valuable and interesting objects are kept and shown to the public last Sunday. Can you guess this one? Which is that building where valuable objects are kept and shown? That is a museum. Correct. Third, can you point out the country of Slovenia for me in the book of maps? Which is the book of maps? What is it called? Yes, that is an atlas. Next one. I got a bouquet for you from the person who sells flowers down the street. Now, a person who sells flowers. Simple, it's a florist. Next. Disease that affects many people at once. Can you guess? That will be epidemic. And the last one, I enjoy moving from one place to another. So moving from one place to another is called traveling. So great job, word wizards. Wasn't that fun? A poem, vocabulary, imagination, and even your own writing. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious, stay creative.